All right, we're live. Hey, everybody. This is Frank. I'm here with my main man, Dex. How you doing, buddy?
Would it be like good back, give back Friday, take back
What?
Friday,
What? What?
all
Are you
those
having a stroke?
things, all those things? It's Friday, it's the weekend, yay!
Oh man, we went live, and I just realized that I wasn't using my hardwired connection. Doesn't seem to be hurting us, but hopefully we'll be okay. But hello to everybody watching us. We appreciate you. We've got a really cool thing Dex and I are pretty excited about today. So, and that is there was uh, an announcement. I think it was yesterday. I didn't even see the announcement. I just logged in and it was there. And that is Qcoin, which is a platform I've been enjoying quite a bit. When Binance kicked everybody off, and then they let everybody back on, but because I'm a New Yorker, they were like, "No, sucker, you're going to stay in the gutter." So I've continued to use Qcoin, and I've been using QMEX, which is their sort of like their version of BitMEX. Doesn't have as many choices, but it's the same kind of platform, and they call it contract trading. Yesterday, I log in, and they've got a new tab. I'm going to show everybody. Hold on. Let me share my screen. So it's a lot of buttons to push here. I got a lot going on. They've got a new tab on Qcoin that says margin. And so I was like, oh, this is interesting. What's that? So Dex and I are going to spend a few minutes today for our Friday live education event, which we love to do every Friday. We do some kind of education. We show you stuff. Dex and I are going to tinker around with this. We already did a little bit. So if you guys were here for our BitMEX disaster, where neither of us had any idea what we were looking at, this will be a little better than that. We played. You and I were like, I don't know what that means.
I had no idea.
We have since mastered BitMEX and QMEX, by the way, and I've been doing a lot of I will be doing a lot of videos showing you my QMEX trades with Bitcoin for those of you who are part. We got some new members coming in this week, and next week I will be posting all of my trades. I was doing a little bit more research this week, so I was only posting the free trade, but next week I'm going to show you guys a lot more. I think it'll be fun. So anyway, today's video we're going to be going over this new part of Qcoin, which is their margin trading. And I'm zooming in. I want to show you guys what's different about it. If you're on a normal Qcoin page, it looks very, very similar, except this one has these little 10Xs next to it. And then down here, you can borrow, which we're going to walk you through an EOS trade. We're going to short EOS using this platform. So Dex, can you explain? You were saying this basically what they've replicated here, which is something you and I and all crypto traders have been dying for. They've basically replicated equities trading.
Yeah, but they didn't stop there though. Basically, what you have is two sides. The side we're on now is analogous to your equities trading side, and then they have a contract side, which is another glorified way to say futures trading. So basically, you can trade cryptos like equities, or you can trade cryptos like futures or forex. In that you can manage leverage. They'll let you have some leverage. You can manage the leverage, and you can trade that way. So I think it's pretty neat the way they go about doing it. So
Yeah.
on the slash equity side, where you get to borrow what you don't have in order to sell short in the market. And then, of course, there's some interest associated with that you pay in order to borrow those funds. And that's pretty neat. And then on top of that, you have the contract side or their future side, where there is no interest or anything like that. You're not borrowing anything so you can sell short, because the market operates like futures markets, in that you can trade you can manage your leverage, it lets you know. And that's where the forex part comes in. On the traditional future side, you really have no way to do anything as far as managing your leverage. The only way you can do it is by trading less contracts. But on the micro forex side, it lets you control your leverage. You can say, how much leverage you want to use, anything from, 10 to 1, 20 to 1, 50 to 1, and in some cases even 200 to 1. So that's kind of neat how they've implemented those mechanisms into this trading platform. So it is a brand new day for cryptos trading.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
It's great. Sorry, Kung Fu's excited about something, and I'm getting a million
Yeah, I'm trying
alerts
to
on
figure
my.
out what he's talking about too. I'm looking.
He's
I'm trying to
excited
get
about
it.
something. He's like, guys. Sucker. He's
Um.
like, you're live, man.
Oh yeah,
But
and I am live, and I have a serviceman here, so I'm gonna have to mute myself for a second.
oh boy.
Keep
All right,
talking.
I'll show people around what this looks like,
Yeah, I'll be
and
right back.
you can come back and tell them all the mistakes I made. All right, so here's what we've got on the KuCoin side. This is with the margin trading. So you see the pairs. The pairs are pretty good. They're not all the pairs we offer on our crypto sheet, but there's some major pairs. I myself, tend to stick with major stuff. So this is cool for me. You've got your USD pairs here. Let me zoom in for you folks. You've got your USD pairs, BTC, ETH, EOS, XRP, LTC, and that's it for, oh my goodness. The executive, my executive cat trader told me I wasn't sharing my screen. My bad. You're awesome, Jen. My goodness. All right, here we are. Sorry about that, folks. Let's all thank the executive cat trader in the comments. BTC, USDT, ETH, USD, EOS, XRP, and Litecoin. And then they have a few ETH pairs, and they're kind of scattered. So you have XRP, EOS, Litecoin. It's basically the same thing. It's XRP, EOS, Litecoin, ETH, and Bitcoin. So very cool. Very handy. So here's how it would work. If you look right now, I threw $109 in here, and I'm in the EOS BTC market right now. Now, if I wanted to place a long, I could do it. I have an available balance of BTC. I could use it for that EOS. Okay, so I could, let me throw a price in there. I'm going to grab this. This is our free price trigger trade of the week. So not giving anything away that I haven't already given away. Just give me a sec. I'm grabbing it from the crypto sheet, which is stuttering on me because I'm using up bandwidth or processing power. All right, so if I wanted to go long, I'm going to go stop market. Hold on one second. Stop price, amount, 25% of my BTC. I could go long and just buy the EOS like that. Okay. Let's see what this is. It's a fee level. Transfer. Yeah, KuCoin does this thing where you have, excuse me, you have your wallet, but then you have to transfer stuff in and out of your wallet. You have your trading wallet and your standard. You have your wallet, and then your trading wallet and your trading account. So you have to transfer in and out of that account for KuCoin. So that's what transfer is about. So that's pretty standard stuff there. If I wanted to go long with my BTC. Now here's the thing that's fancy and awesome and exciting. You see, I have a balance of 0 EOS here, so I'm not able to sell EOS short and trade that way. So what they have for us over here is the ability to borrow. So I'm going to get this out of here. I don't want to accidentally trade anything. So I click on borrow, and this sucker comes up. And you can see it lets me choose the coin, and they have those coins that I listed. Daily interest, and then amount. I have the ability with what's in my BTC account. I have the ability to borrow up to 300 EOS. So let's just let's do 75. It's telling me balance insufficient. I don't know why that would be. Let me try. Let's see. Dex was saying for the terms, you always want to go as long as they'll give you. Advanced settings, you don't have to mess with. It's already the way we like it. And so let's see if this works. Borrow EOS. All right, cool. So then it comes up with this info. I was afraid it wasn't going to work because it was saying insufficient funds. But that was just a glitch. So here we go. I got it. I have now borrowed 75 EOS, and then voila, I can now short EOS. And it's giving me $247.26 to do that. So I'm going to grab my EOS sell trigger from the price triggers and pop it in here. And let's just do some of my EOS. Let's see if I can get away with 10 EOS. And I'm setting, of course, a stop market order. Whenever it's available, we want to use a stop market order. Some places only let you do stop limit, and then you have to put 2 prices in. If stop market's available, that's what we want to use. So I'm going to click sell EOS. And let's see what happens. There we go. It shows up in my stop orders. So the way a stop order works is it's not going to go short until it hits that price. Then it's going to go short at whatever the market price is at the time. The amount is 10 EUS. And it's a leveraged trade. So that's it. That's basically how you get into it. Now, what we would do is more than likely would also set a buy order on the Bitcoin side so that if the buy trigger hit, we would be going long. That's it. So here's what we're going to do this coming week. Last week, our free price trigger trade of the week was EOS. It never hit, which is fine because it kept us out of a bad trade. This coming week, I'm going to choose from these suckers over here and play with this, KuCoin's new margin. And that's going to be our free price trigger trade of the week. So how do you get involved in the free price trigger trade of the week? You send $100 to the executive cat trader, Jen S. She's in the comments. No, you don't. It's free. So you go to pulsewavetrading.com. The link is in the description. I believe it's the first link. You click on that and it'll send you to our page where you can open a free account at pulsewavetrading.com. So I'll show you what that looks like for you. Everything going a little slow on my computer. So here's what you get with our free membership. People are loving this membership. I have to warn you, if you join the free membership, you're going to get addicted and you're going to upgrade to a paid membership. It's just going to happen. So accept that right now because you're going to want more pulse waves. So you get the free price trigger trade of the week. It's updated daily on your free member dashboard every school night, which includes step-by-step instructions from me for each trade. And then we update you on stop losses when those trades go live. Now, this week was super boring. EOS never triggered any of our price triggers. It didn't do anything this week, which again is fine. But you got to see what it looks like. The week before, we absolutely destroyed it on Bitcoin. You're back in the middle of my pitch. Welcome back, buddy. So the week before, we destroyed with Bitcoin going long and short. So, some weeks the free trigger trade is a little boring like this week. Other weeks it's monumental. So you want to get in on that. It includes access to our PulseWave free Slack, where we send out alerts, news, updates. We tell you when me and Dex are going live, but mostly we're talking about that free trade. And then you get to access some of our instructional videos. So join now. Better yet, make wonderful decisions and just join as a full premium member and get full access to these pulse waves so that you could ride them with us. So Dex, I don't know if you were listening or what. I know you had to mute yourself, but
yeah,
basically,
I totally forgot that I had one of the workers come in today.
Okay, yeah, no problem, man. So basically, I was showing people how to go short with EOS. Right. You could see here, my debt ratio is 69% because I don't have a lot in this allocated into this account. Mm-hmm. So I was able to go short. I have a stop market order going short on EOS, which I'm going to cancel because it's Take Back Friday. But yeah, it was that simple, man. I was able to short EOS. I borrowed a little EOS from the platform, and now I'm shorting it. So next week, I was telling people our free price trigger trade of the week is going to be from one of these. I'll take a look at and choose on Sunday night which one I want to trade, and we'll show you how to benefit whether it goes up or down. We're going to show you how to use the price triggers to benefit whether it moves up or down. And this is the thing that's so exciting about this new platform, is that you can trade cryptos as if they were stocks. And that's
Sure
awesome.
can.
Go
And
long and
I
short.
think that changes the game
Yeah, it does.
for a lot of people where they were only used to being able to buy and they couldn't sell short. And that's not trading. If you can only participate on the long side of any market, you're basically an investor at that point. You're not a
Yep.
trader.
Exactly. Which is what a lot of crypto traders struggle with. And we'll see people say, oh, Bitcoin's down. I'm going to take a break until it comes back because it's hard to profit because you're only going long. Well, if you can go long and short, now you're using your crypto portfolio in a powerful way. Good question here, Dex, from our man Be Good. Can your order get jumped using stop market, or must it always execute if the price is hit?
For the most part, that's a very good question. For the most part, if you're trading, good liquid markets, then being skipped should not be an issue for you. As far as having your order jumped over or whatever, no, that cannot happen on a stock market order, because on a traditional stock market order, once your price is triggered in the market, your order turns into a market order. And in liquid markets, in normal, volatility markets, you're going to get filled, pretty much at or very close near your price that you allocated there on that particular order type. On a stop limit order, you can be jumped and or skipped. So if you have a price to buy something at 55 and currently the market's trading at 54.95, and then the next moment it jumps to 56, you're not in that market, you're not in that trade, it jumped over your order. You don't have that problem with traditional stock market orders.
Yeah, good one. Good question from Santana Benacci. Can you do this on Kraken? And our man HW is in the comments, only with a select few coins. So HW, is it listed on Kraken? Because I don't have access to Kraken because I'm in New York, Stan. Does Kraken refer to this as margin trading, or does it refer to it as contract trading, or what? And I'll wait for your reply, my man. Because that's interesting. Yeah, I know Kraken was ahead of the game on a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I
But I
think
just
for the
haven't had
most
access
part, though,
personally.
if my memory serves me correctly, they were on the equity side of the equation.
Oh,
Where
he's
you,
saying margin. Yeah, on
yeah,
Kraken, it's margin. Cool. Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I thought so.
Very cool. Yeah. And by the way, the reason we use KuCoin is it's really easy on you. You don't have to use VPNs and all that nonsense. At least at this moment, that could change at any moment. But KuCoin has decent liquidity and easy to sign up for and use. So that's one of the reasons we use it. If you have access to Binance, I don't know what Binance is doing these days. I really need to go and brush up on it. But their Binance US, I'm sure, is going to be taking over all of this before you know it. But for now, this is a great tool to get long and short the markets. And 5 pairs isn't or five different coins isn't the greatest, but it's sufficient if you want to trade, especially using the price triggers. So next week we'll pick one of these and we'll show you how to use it. All right, cool, man. I'll answer you in the Slack room, HW. So I just told him I tell everybody I'm Dex. I just use Dex's information in his
It's
social
not a
security.
problem.
I use his driver's license. Dex trusts me. He's given me a lot of personal info. So my
Now I'm starting
car's
to feel a
registered in
little naked.
Dex's name.
Look, now I'm starting to feel a little naked over here. Okay.
I got credit cards in Dex's name.
Wow.
Sometimes I buy things as his kids. They have great credit. His daughter, great credit. I'll tell you, his daughter. You use her social security number, you can buy anything.
Wow.
She is a responsible young woman.
I'm being smoked live on the air. I'm being destroyed. What have I done to deserve this?
Yep.
Any more questions, folks?
No, I think we're good, man. This is great. All right, this is cool. So I'm really excited about this. It's fun. It's like we started doing our free price trigger trade, and like every week we're discovering something fun to do with it. So
I have to admit, you're right about that, my man. It's like it's always something. That's why we love the markets, because there's always something new and innovative.
yeah,
And there's always something to trade or something to do at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Not always, though. This week was extremely boring
Yeah.
because of
Oh
FOMC
my goodness.
and then we had all these earnings, things that came out, and business news, things going on with individual companies and banks. And then, of course, the House voted to start the hearings on the impeach Trump. So it's just a bunch of nonsense happening all over the place. And there's not a whole lot we can do about it.
Yeah, it was definitely compared to the week before. The week before was so fun. And then this week was like BS whipsawing on Bitcoin, and our free trigger trade didn't trigger once.
We basically ended up right back where we ended last week for the most part.
Exactly. Yeah.
Markets have gone absolutely nowhere.
It's funny you mentioned that. We'll probably go robot for a second, but I'm going to pull up Bitcoin. I think I don't know if it was a 4-hour chart. I haven't looked at it in a few hours, but I remember, I think it was the daily was, I forget what you call that formation, but it was basically just a line in the middle of a big candle. Yeah. Here's the Bitcoin daily. 2 days in a row. Look at that, Dex. Oh, I'm doing it again. I'm doing it again. 2 days in a row. Oh, that's cool. I never used that button.
Yep, you basically, see, there you go.
Look at that. 2 days in a row. You got this little, what'd you call this, a doji?
Nope, I don't use those the same way that most people use them. I use things incorrectly in reverse, and that's why we win. So I call this a narrow range inside day, which means you can expect some sort of a breakout either up or down on the next trading session.
Interesting. So we had 2 in a row.
Mm-hmm. Someone we can call this a flag.
I'm tempted to put my it's Friday. I usually don't do new orders. But
I don't do nothing on Friday, no matter how tempted I am, because you don't know what can happen over the weekend.
All right, then I'm not going to do it because when
the U.S. can end up bombing another country. You don't know what can happen. You know what I'm saying? God forbid someone could assassinate a president somewhere. God forbid. You don't know what can happen. The risk is absolutely ridiculous. That's why I don't do anything on Fridays, folks. Unless I have long-term positions on, then it doesn't matter. But I don't have any long-term positions on. Not like that anyway.
Yeah, cool. All right, we better get out of here before we say anything else crazy.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everybody. Appreciate y'all. Go to the link is in the description to get that free account. But listen, we're not doing free Bitcoin this week. And Dex was saying we're getting ready for a breakout. So Sunday night when we do our pre-market pulse scan, I know you want to know what our Bitcoin entry price is going to be up and down. I know you're going to want that. Plus, this week, I'm going to be using QMEX. You have to remind me of this, Dex, because now I'm making a promise. I'm going to be using QMEX to trade, Bitcoin up and down throughout the week. So if you're a member, and that's not for our free trade, that's for Be Good. Yes, I have not turned off the Rocktober promo code. So I'm going to be going long and short Bitcoin for our members. Especially we've had a batch of new members come in, and so I want to be able to show them so they can follow with me. But this is one of those trades that I do every day regardless. So very rare that I wouldn't unless I was going to be traveling or something like that. So I'll be using QMEX again, very easy to sign up for. And I'll be showing you my long and short orders on those. So just join.
Yeah, don't play yourself, people. Don't play yourself. Look at it this way too. Look at what you're gonna get versus what you may say. Well, here's my cost. This is what's gonna cost me. You're gonna get a plethora of information on trading. You're gonna get access to multiple trading courses and materials, and that's just for signing up and becoming, a member. But then you're going to get the keys to the kingdom because you're going to learn how to trade the price triggers and how to manage these trades, which is our biggest trade secret. You're going to learn all that, and then you'll be ready to rock and roll, and you'll be able to pick your own trades, and you'll be able to track them, and you don't have to wait for us. You don't have to wait for the pick of the week to determine what you're going to do.
Yeah, because pick of the week is for educational purposes. Because at the end of the week, we're not showing you how to follow that anymore. It's a lot of
No, and
fun,
we're
and
not
you know, you
following it
get
anymore.
lucky sometimes. You get lucky sometimes when it's something like the Bitcoin one from last week. But this is our dashboard. This is what's posted. This looks a little different if you have a lower level membership, but you get at least the first 4 of these, which is the 2 crypto sheets, the forex and the equities. And someone was just thanking you, Dex, for updating some stuff.
You
We
are
don't
welcome. That's what we
we don't
do.
promote this enough. We've got our for our Australian and Canadian friends. We have a very robust equity sheet. We say sheets. It's supposed to say reports. I just haven't updated it. We call them reports now. We have our very robust Australian equities report and our Canadian equities report that we post, and that's for pro members and above. So if you're Canadian or Australian, and then here's our team trades. This is a special blog that I keep up where I'm just showing you whatever I'm trading. So this coming week, I'm going to include, because last week I was learning, so I didn't want to show people in case I was messing it up. This week, I'm going to include the free price trigger trade of the week, as well as my Bitcoin trades on QMEX, which is, I've been really enjoying QMEX. So that's for paid members are going to get that. And then we have all this stuff. Now, I hesitate to click on this because the page isn't as pretty as I want it to be. Kung Fu is going to cry when he sees this page. He thinks it's the ugliest thing. Like it's not a pretty page, but the content is amazing. We have our crypto for beginners course, option trading video from Dex, info on forex pairs, trading room intro, which is Dex is basically it's more about psychology than anything. Trade and order types, 2-bar Charlie, which we now call the pop method. There's some advanced videos on that. So that's just stuff you get just by joining. It's just you have access to it. But yeah, this is our trading dashboard. Of course, when you join, you get access to this fast track series, which another thing that we're sort of used to what's on here. We don't go over it enough for people. But this fast track series, I give you an intro to PulseWave trading, show you which accounts you need to set up. All this is going to be updated soon, but it's still pretty useful. Trading
Extremely
platforms.
useful.
Yeah.
You're being modest.
You know me. If it's a week old, I feel like I have to revise it because we show you how to choose trades from the price trigger sheets, how to place orders, order cryptos, forex orders, equities, and futures, and then the pop method, which is probably it's one of the most important things that we do. And then 4 phases of PulseWave trading. I basically show you how to manage a day of trading using the PulseWave trading system. So that's all part of it, folks. It's really great. So, and we also have our blog, which I've neglected this week, but it's still a great blog. So check that out. All right, we better get out because now I'm like a parent showing you photos of their kids. I'm like, oh, he looks so cute here. Look at this price trigger, because I just love what we're offering people. It's I'm so happy with what our team produced.
And yes, we're being modest.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Dex, is there anything you'd like to say to people?
Yep. First of all, have a wonderful weekend, but also, most importantly, remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back.